guys can watch it. I don't know. You're live? Okay, we're live.
Hello, everyone! Welcome to the show! We are the Grassroots Shakespeare Company. This is our merry little Grassroots band. We're going to play a couple songs for you before the show. Woo! We sing the Nightingale song alive. Streets never border further than my sides. We sing the Nightingale song alive. We might be different, but our hearts won't lie. Little ever changes, if anything at all. Song rings loudly through these halls. We sing the Nightingale song alive. We might be different, but our hearts won't lie. Little ever changes when you view it from the sky. Damage we encounter, Earth just passes by, and little ever changes, if anything at all. Reminds ourselves how small we are. Thank you. So one suggestion I have for all y'all, if this is your first time here, your first time seeing the Grassroots Shakespeare Company, is we are analog. Everything we do with the power of our own vocal lung things. So the more forward you come, the better. Please come forward, get as close as you can. We just need like 6 feet from the stage.
Got space here, we got space
Yeah.
there.
I promise you, the closer you get, the better it is.
We've all had our shots.
I promise.
We've done the science.
Done the math. Peer reviewed.
And if we do, we've had our shots.
And also, you need to come forward because I'm stalling because this guitar is out of tune.
Oh no.
Oh no!
There's. All right, now, like I said, we're the Grassroots Shakespeare Company. Remember that. Go online, look us up. We're on the Facebook. We're on other things.
I think Instagram?
If you want, you
We're
can
on the
watch the
YouTube.
show live on your phone while you're here with us.
That's right.
That's
But
what all this is about.
that's what all this is about. We did a bunch of songs during COVID because we were bored and we wanted to hang out. So we hanged out virtually and wrote some songs together. This is one of those songs. You can find these on YouTube or Facebook. Share them with your friends and all that good stuff. Ah.
This one goes out to all the ladies whose heart's been broken.
Sigh no more.
next one is the fulfillment of a 7-year-long dream of mine to get a Canadian progressive rock band song into the Grassroots pre-show. I know it's all your dreams too,
It's all of
although it's relevant. That's why they let me do it. Sort of. I didn't ask.
Listen carefully, because you might hear some lines repeated in the show.
This one's also gone a little out of tune. Stand by.
Henry's got me on the.
Oh yeah.
The
Yeah, he's the percussion. Backing you up.
Oh, this isn't okay, bud. All right, yeah, here we go.
Living on a lighted stage, approaches the unreal. For those who think and feel in touch with some reality, on the gilded cage. Cast in this unlikely role, ill-equipped to act within selfish tact. One must put up barriers to keep oneself intact. Living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to see. Those who wish to be must put aside the alienation. Get on with the fascination, the revelation, the underlying theme. Living in a fish island, caught in a camera eye. I have no heart to lie. I can't pretend a stranger is a long-awaited friend. All the world's indeed a stage. We are merely players, performers and portrayers. Each another's audience on the gilded cage. Living in the limelight, the universal dream for those who wish to be. Those who wish to be must put aside the alienation. Get on with the fascination, the revelation, the underlying theme. The revelation, the underlying theme.
Thank you. Okay, we're gonna do 2 more songs for you, and then we're gonna start the show. And one more time, if you would like to enjoy the show even more than you will, please come closer to the stage. The actors are analog, so this is a ruse, right? That's for the people at home. So the closer you get, the more you'll enjoy it, I promise. And
Easier to heckle that way.
and easier.
Heckle it up. Here we go. This
Please-
next song.
Please shout at us a lot.
Yeah.
We deserve nothing but your contempt.
This next song we're doing is from 12th Night. It's a fun one, The Wind and the Rain. So feel free to clap along if you feel so inclined. Or do some haze and hoes with us too.
Yeah.
Whatever works. That I was a little tiny boy with hey-ho, the wind and the rain. A foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. And when I came to man's estate with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, against knaves and thieves men shut their gates, but the rain it raineth every day. And when I came alas to wife with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. And when I came unto my bed with hey-ho, the wind and the rain, the tosspot still had drunken head, for the rain it raineth every day. A great while ago the world began, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all one, our play's done. And we'll try to please you every day.
All right. We got one more song for you, and then we're going to start the show.
Sing it if you know it.
Oh no, Mom. This is a good one. A key integral part of all of our lives. Known by many names.
I don't think they're going to recognize this one.
Oh,
don't
yeah,
know
it's
either.
pretty
It's
obscure.
really niche.
Yeah.
Only the in crowd knows it.
It
But
came
you guys are
out in
pretty
like
into me.
2001, guys. That was like 2
We
decades
are
ago.
overselling this bit.
It's pretty under.
It's gonna be okay.
I like it. That's what we do. We do everything over the top. I think that's why you're here.
Yeah.
Do we have a cast, or we're just doing this?
You said stuff.
All right, here we go.
Somebody once told me the world is gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if you don't go. You never shine if you don't glow. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get your show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars break the mold. It's a cool place, and they're saying it's colder. You bundle up now, wait till you get older. But the media men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate is getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so you might as well swim. My world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on, go play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Get the show on, get paid. And all that glitters is gold. Only shooting stars. Somebody once asked me to spare some change for gas. I need to get myself away from this place. I said, yeah, what a concept. I could use a little fuel myself, and we could all use a little change. Well, the years start coming and they don't stop coming. Back to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. Your brain gets smart, but your head gets dumb. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? We are the Grassroots Shakespeare Company! We are an original practice company, which means we Shakespeare how Shakespeare did Shakespeare!
Or specifically, there was no director. In Shakespeare's day, his company, the King's Men, had no director. In that same spirit, we have staged this production collaboratively. Also, no designers. All the costumes and props you see on the stage were designed by each actor for their individual part.
An empty stage. Nope. Right?
No.
Oh, also, there's very little practice time.
That's it.
More often than not, Shakespearean actors only meet the morning of to practice the fights and the dances. We also have a person joining us on the stage today who hasn't rehearsed with us before, so give a hand to Addison who's stepping in. Playing the roles of Phoebe and old Adam. Audrey! Excuse me, it's Audrey, everyone. Again, slow rehearsal time.
And cross-gender casting. Back during Renaissance England, all of the women roles were played by men. Well, in that same kind of spirit, a lot of women roles may be played by men, and a lot of men roles may be played by women.
Song and dance were integral to Elizabethan theater. In the same sense, we'll be giving you some of both, with a live jig to end the performance as well as live music throughout the show.
Empty stage! Shakespeare's company, the King's Men, performed on a large wooden platform unadorned by thick sets and scenery, leaving the audience to fill in the blanks with their imagination.
And the most important part of Shakespearean audiences was how many people there were. Back during the old globe, it could hold up to 3,000 audience members. For them, a play was a social gathering, a wrestling match, and a rock and roll concert all rolled into one.
So, this means we need an audience of Elizabethan proportion. On the count of 3, give us your best groundling cheer. 1, 2, 3! So this means if you see something you like, you will. Or if you see something you don't like a villain perhaps, you will. Yes, indeed.
And if you see something touching, you will.
Aww.
Yes! And if an actor asks you a question, you will
Answer it.
Yay! And even if the actor doesn't ask you specifically, you can still
Yell stop!
Without further ado, Grassroots Shakespeare Company's As You Like It!
As I remember, Adam, my father charged my brother on his blessing to breed me well. And there begins my sadness. He keeps me rustically at home. His horses are bred better, while I, his brother, gain nothing under him but growth. He lets me feed with his hinds, but bars me the place of a brother. This is it, Adam, that grieves me and begins to mutiny against such servitude. I will no longer endure it.
Yonder comes your brother.
Go apart, Adam, and you will see how he will shake me up.
Now, sir, what make you here?
Marry, sir, I am not taught to make anything.
What mar you then, sir?
Marry, sir, I am helping you to mar that which God made, a poor, unworthy brother of yours, with idleness.
Marry, sir, be better employed, and be not a while.
Should I tend to your hogs and eat husks with them? What prodigal portion have I spent that I should come to such penury?
Know you where you are, sir?
Aye, sir. Very well. Here, in your orchard.
Know you before whom, sir?
Aye, sir, more than him I am before knows me. I know you are my elder brother, but there's as much of my father in me as you.
What, boy?
Come, younger brother, you are too young in this.
Wilt thou lay hands on me, villain?
Oh, I am no villain. I'm the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys. It was my father And he is thrice a villain that says such a father begat villains.
Fight! Fight! Fight!
Sweet masters, have patience for your father's remembrance. Be at accord.
Let me go, I say.
My father charged you in his will to give me good education. You have trained me like a peasant. The spirit of my father grows strong in me, and I can no longer endure this. Therefore, give me the poor lottery my father left for me in my will.
And what wilt thou do? Beg when that is spent? Well, sir, get you in. I will not be long troubled with you. You shall have some part of your will. I pray you, leave me.
I will no further offend thee than what becomes me for my good.
Oh, get you with him, you old dog.
Is old dog my reward?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Most true. I have lost my teeth in your service. God be with my old master. He never would have spoke such a word.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it even so? Continue to grow upon me? I will give no 1,000 crowns. But is not Charles, the Duke's wrestler, here to speak with me?
He is!
Wow.
Good morrow to your worship.
Oh, good, Monsieur Charles. What's the new news at the new court?
Oh, there's no news at the court, sir. But the old news, that is, the old Duke is banished
Whoa.
by his younger brother. And 3 or 4 loving lords have put themselves into voluntary exile with him, whose lands and revenues enrich the new Duke. Therefore, he gives them good leave to wander.
Can you tell if Rosalind, the Duke's daughter, be banished with her father?
No, for the Duke's daughter, her cousin, so loves her, being ever from their cradles bred together, that she would have followed her exile or have died to stay behind her. She is at the court, and no less beloved of her uncle than his own daughter, and never 2 ladies love it as they do.
Do you wrestle tomorrow before the new Duke?
Marry do I, sir! And I came hither to acquaint you with the matter. I am given, sir, secretly to understand that your younger brother Orlando hath a disposition to come in disguised against me to try a fall. And tomorrow, sir, I wrestle for my credit. And he that escapes me without some broken limb shall acquit him well. And your brother is but young and tender, and I would loathe to foil him, as I must for my honor, if he come in. Therefore, out of my love to you, I came hither to acquaint you with all, that either you might stay him from his intendment, or brook such disgrace as well as he shall run into. In that, it is thing of his own search and altogether against my will.
I'll tell thee, Charles. He is the stubbornest young fellow of France, full of ambition and a secret villainous contriver against me, his natural brother. Well, use thy discretion. I had as lief thou didst break his neck as his finger, for if thou dost him any slight disgrace, he'll practice against thee by poison, entrap thee by some treacherous device, and never leave thee be till he has ta'en thy life. I speak but brotherly of him.
Oh, I am heartily glad I came hither to speak with you. If he come tomorrow, I'll give him his payment. If ever he go alone again, I'll never wrestle for prize more. And so, God keep your worship.
Good Charles! Farewell, good Charles. Oh, I hope I shall see the end of my brother, for my soul, yet I know not why, hates nothing more than he. Yet he's gentle not schooled, and yet learned, full of noble device, and of all sorts enchantingly beloved. But it shall not be so long. This wrestler shall clear all!
Oh, I pray thee, Rosalind, sweet coz, be merry.
Dear Celia, I show more mirth than I am mistress of, and would you yet I were merrier? Unless you could teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me how to remember any extraordinary pleasure.
What my father the Duke hath taken from your father perforce, I shall render thee again in affection. Therefore, Rose, my sweet Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, coz, and devise sports.
That was
Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Oh, marry, I pray thee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest.
What shall be our sport then?
Here comes Monsieur Touchstone,
With his mouth full of news.
which he will put on us as pigeons feed their young.
Then we shall be news crammed.
All the better we shall be, the more marketable.
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Oh, were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor, but I was bid to come for you
Where learned you that oath, fool?
of a certain knight that swore by his honor they were good pancakes, and swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now, I'll stand to it. The pancakes were not, and the mustard was good. Stand you both forth now, stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a knave.
By our beards, if we had them, thou art.
But if you swear by that is not, you are not forsworn. No more was this knight swearing by his honor, for he never had any.
Oh!
If he had, he'd sworn it away before ever he saw those pancakes or that mustard.
Well said, and laid on with a trowel.
Nay, if I keep not my rank.
Thou losest thy old smell.
You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of.
Tell us the manner of wrestling.
It's good.
If it please your ladyships, you may see the end. For the best is yet to do, and here, where you are, they are coming to perform it!
Yeah, new guy!
Come on! Since the youth will not be entreated, his own peril on his forwardness.
Is yonder the man?
Even he, madam.
Oh, alas, he is too young, yet he looks successfully.
Exactly.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege, so please you give us leave.
You'll take little delight in it, I can assure you. There are such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, ladies. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Touchstone.
Do so. I'll not be by.
Monsieur Challenger, the princesses call for you.
I attend to them with all respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles the wrestler?
Oh, no, fair princess. He is but the general challenger. I come but in, as others do, to try against him the strength of my youth.
Young gentlemen, your spirits are too bold for your years. You have seen cruel proof of this man's strength.
We pray you for your own sake, embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
I would never deny such fair and excellent ladies anything.
Aww.
But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein if I am foiled, there is but one shamed who is never so gracious. If killed, but one dead who is willing to be so. My friends, I do no wrong, for I have no friends to mourn me. In the world I make no entry, for in it I have nothing. In this world I have only a place, wherein I suppose it will be better supplied when I have left it empty.
The little strength that I have, I would it were with you.
And mine, to eke out hers.
Fare you well. Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
May your heart's desires be with you.
Where's this young gallant so desirous to lie with his mother earth? Hey! No chairs. Okay, no chairs. Guess.
here I am! But in my will lies a more honest working.
Now Hercules be thy speed, young man.
Oh, I would I were invisible to catch a strong fellow by the leg.
Try again. Oh man! Oh man! Whoa!
Hey! What's over there? What?
Nice glasses, Raph. Is it because you're blind?
Excellent young man!
Oh, my back!
Oh no!
I did not! Please, it's all I had.
No more! No more!
Oh, I beseech thee, sir. I am not yet well breathed.
How dost thou, Charles?
He cannot speak, my lord.
Bear him away. And now, young man, what is thy name?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Bois.
I wish thou hadst told me of another father. The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did still find him mine enemy. I wish thou hadst been son to some man else.
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and I would not trade that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father
Yeah.
loved Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world was of my father's mind.
Oh, gentle cousin, let us go thank him and encourage him. Gentle sir, you have well deserved.
Sir, you wrestled well and have overthrown more than your enemies. Wear this for me.
Can I not say I thank you?
Apparently not.
The better parts of me are thrown down, and what's left standing up is a lifeless block.
Will you go, cuz?
I'm with you. Fare you well.
Oh, what passion hangs these weights about my tongue! I could not speak to her, yet she sought conference with me. Oh, Orlando, thou art overthrown!
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place.
I thank you, sir. I pray you tell me, which of the two was the daughter of the Duke that was here at the wrestling?
The lesser is his daughter. The other is daughter to the banished Duke.
I rest much bounded to you, sir. Thank thee. And now, from the smoke and into the smother, from tyrant Duke unto tyrant brother. But oh, heavenly Rosalind!
Police!
It's the fuzz!
He went
Yeah, he went, yeah, to the stage! That one.
Why, cousin? Why, Rosalind? Cupid have mercy, not a word.
Not one to throw at a dog.
No, thy words are too precious to be cast away upon curs. Come, throw some of them at me. Lay me with reason.
Then there were 2 cousins laid up.
But all this for your father?
No, some of it is for my child's father.
Whoa!
Oh, the briars is this working day world.
They are but burrs, cousin.
I could shake them off my coat. These burrs are in my heart.
Hem them away.
I would try if I could cry. Hem and have him.
Wrestle with thy affections.
Oh! Oh!
They take the part of a better wrestler than myself.
Oh, is it possible on such a sudden that you should fall into so strong a liking with old Sir Roland's youngest son?
The Duke, my father, loved his father dearly.
Doth it therefore ensue that you should love his son dearly? By this kind of chase I should hate him, for my father hated his father dearly, yet I hate not Orlando.
No, Faith, hate him not for my sake.
Why not? Doth he not deserve it well?
Let me love him for that, and you do love him because I do. Look, here comes the Duke.
With his eyes full of anger.
Mistress! Dispatch you with your safest haste and get you from our court.
Me, uncle?
You, cousin, within these 10 days, if that thou'st be found so near our public quarters 20 miles, thou diest for it.
I do beseech your grace, let me the knowledge of my fault bear with me. I never did offend your highness.
Thou art thy father's daughter. There's enough.
So was I when your highness took his dukedom. So was I when your highness banished him. Treason is not inherited, my lord. Or if we did derive it from our friends, what's that to me? My father was no traitor.
Oh, dear hot sovereign, hear me speak.
Nay, Cilia. We stayed her for your sake, else had she, with her father, ranged along.
I did not entreat to have her stay. It was your pleasure and your own remorse. I was too young at that time to value her. But now that I know her, if she be a traitor, why so am I.
She is too subtle for thee, and her smoothness, her silence, and her patience speak to the people, and they pity her.
Yeah.
Thou art a fool. She robs thee of thy name, and thou wilt show more bright and seem more virtuous when she is gone. Then open not thy lips. Firm and irrevocable is my doom which I have passed upon her. She is banished.
Me, my liege, I cannot live out of her company.
You are a fool. You, niece, if you outstay the time, upon my word and in the greatness of mine honor, you die.
Oh, Rosalind, whither wilt thou go? Wilt thou change fathers? I will give thee mine. I charge thee, be not more grieved than I am.
I have more cause.
No, hath not. Pray thee be cheerful. Knowest thou not the Duke hath banished me, his daughter?
That he hath not.
No, hath not. Rosalind lacks then the love that teaches thee that thou and I am one. Shall we be part? Shall we be sundered, sweet girl?
No!
Let my father seek another heir. Sayest what thou canst, I will go along with thee.
Why? Whither shall we go?
To the forest!
Seek your father in the forest of Arden! Alas, what danger will it be to us maids as we are to travel forth so far?
Very dangerous.
Beauty provoketh thieves sooner than gold.
Yeah.
I will put on a poor and mean attire, and an umber smirch my face. The like you do, we shall pass along and never stir assailants.
But were it not better, because I am more than common tall, that I did suit me all points like a man?
What shall I call thee when thou art a man?
I'll have no worse name than Jove's own page. Therefore, look you call me Ganymede.
Ganymede!
But what will you be called?
Something that hath reference to my state. No longer Celia, but alien.
But cousin.
Okay.
What if we essayed to steal that clownish fool out of your father's court? Would he not prove a comfort to our travel?
Oh, he would travel o'er the wide world with me. Leave me alone to woo him. Let's away and gather our jewels and our wealth together. To liberty and not to banishment.
What? My young master? Oh, my sweet master! Oh, my gentle master!
Why, what is it, Adam?
You memory of old Sir Roland! What make you here?
What is it?
Why are you virtuous? Why do people love you? Oh, what a world it is when what is comely and venoms him that bears it!
Adam, what is it?
Oh, unhappy youth! Come not near your home tonight! The enemy of all your graces lives! Your brother! No, not your brother! Yet the son, yet not the son, I will not call him son, of him I was about to call his father, hath heard your praises, and this night means to burn the lodging where you used to lie, and you within it!
The lodgings with me in it?
To burn the lodgings! Your home is but a butchery! Abhor it! Fear it! Do not enter it!
My brother! Why? Whither wouldst thou have me go?
No matter whither, so you go not home!
Wouldst thou have me go and beg for my food?
Do not
Apparently.
so. I have 500 crowns, which I did store to be my foster nurse in my old age. Oh, there is the gold. And all this I give you. And let me be your servant. I may look old, but I am strong, huh? And lusty.
We'll go together. And ere before this youthful wage is spent, we'll light upon some settled low content.
Master, go on, and I will follow thee to the last gasp with truth and loyalty.
Can it be possible that no man saw them? It cannot be! Some villains of my court are consented sufferance in this.
My lord, the roynish clown at whom so oft your grace was wont to laugh is also missing. Your daughter and her cousin, much commended parts and graces of that young Orlando, who did but lately foil your wrestler so. Wherever they are gone, that youth is surely in their company.
Find me his brother. Fetch that gallant hither. I'll make him find him.
That was quick.
Find out thy brother wheresoe'er he is. Seek him with candle. Bring him to me dead. Or living. Now, lands and all things thou dost call thine, worthy a seizure, do we seize into our hands, till thou canst quit thee by thy brother's mouth of what we think against thee.
Oh, that your highness knew my heart in this. I never loved my brother in my life.
More villain thou! Well, send him on his way, and let not such an inquisition quail to bring again these foolish runaways!
Get a cough drop!
Oh, Jupiter!
How weary are my spirits!
I care not for my spirits if my legs were not weary.
I could find it in my heart to disgrace my man's apparel and cry like a woman. But I must comfort the weaker vessel. Therefore, courage, good Aliena.
I pray you bear with me. I cannot go no further.
For my part, I had rather bear with you than bear you. Yet I should bear no cross if I did bear you.
Well, this is the forest of Arden.
Now am I in Arden. The more fool I. When I was at home, I was in a better place, but travelers must be content.
I be so, good touchstone. Look you who comes here. Ow, ow!
It's me. This is the way to make her scorn you still.
Oh, Audrey, if thou knewst how I do love her.
I can partly guess, for I have loved ere now.
Yeah.
No, thou canst not guess, Audrey. For sure, if thy love were ever like to mine, sure, I think did never man love so. How many actions most ridiculous hast thou been drawn to by thy fantasy?
Into 1,000, which I have been forgotten.
Oh, then thou didst then ne'er love so heartily. If thou rememberest not the slightest folly ever love did make thee run into, thou hast not loved it. Or if thou hast not sat as I do now, wearing thy hearer in thy mistress' praise, thou hast not loved. Or if thou hast not broke from company abruptly, as passion now makes me, thou hast not loved. Oh, Phoebe! 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 Phoebe!
Alas, poor shepherd, searching of thy wound, I have by hard adventure found mine own.
We that are true lovers run into strange capers.
Thou speakest wiser than thou art ware of.
Nay, I shall ne'er beware of mine own wit till I break my shins against it.
Jove! Jove, this shepherd's passion is much upon my fashion.
I pray thee, one of you question the lass if she for gold will give us any food. I faint almost to death.
Holla, young Jack!
Peace, fool, she's not thy madam.
Who called?
Thy betters, miss.
Else they are very wretched.
Good, even to you, friend.
And to you, gentle sir. And to you all.
I pray thee, shepherd, bring us where we may rest ourselves and feed. Here is a young maid with travel much oppressed, and she faints almost for succor.
Oh, faith, sir, I pity
Here,
her.
sucker.
And you are in luck. My master's cottage and flocks and bounds of feed are all on sale.
I prithee, buy thou the cottage pasture and the flock, and thou shalt have to pay for it of us.
We will mend thy wages. I like this place and willingly could waste my time in it.
Assuredly, the thing is to be sold. Go with me, and if you like upon report the soil, the profit, and well, this kind of life, well, I will be your faithful feeder bee and buy it for you right suddenly.
Hooray! Now, my co-mates and brothers in exile, hath not old custom made this life more sweet than that of painted pomp? Are not these woods more free from peril than the envious court? And this our lives, exemplificon finds tongues in trees, books in running brooks, sermons in stone, and good in everything. I would not change it.
Oh, happy is your grace that can translate the stubbornness of life into so quiet and so sweet a style.
Come, shall we go and kill us venison?
Oh, but my lord, the melancholy Jacques grieves at that.
Oh, to fright the animals and kill them up in their assigned and native dwelling place.
I love to cope him in these sullen fits, for then he is full of matter.
Under the greenwood tree, who loves to lie with me and turn his merry note unto the sweet bird's throat. Come hither. Here he see no enemy but winter and rough weather. You melancholy.
Oh, I thank it. I can suck melancholy out of a song like a weasel sucks eggs.
Monsieur Jacques, my voice is ragged. I know. I cannot please you.
Oh, I do not desire you to please me. I do desire you to sing. Come, another Stanzo. Call you him Stanzos?
What you will, Jakebees.
Nay, I cannot for their names. They owe me nothing. Will you sing?
More at your request than to please myself. Who doth ambition shun, who loves to live in the sun, seeking the food he eats, and pleased with what he gets. Come hither. Here he see no enemy, but winter and rough weather.
Oh, master, I can go no further. Oh, I die for food. Oh.
Taffy?
Why? Here I lay down and measure out my grave.
Why, how now, Adam? Live a little, cheer a little, comfort thyself a little. Oh, if this uncouth forest yields anything savage, I'll either be food for it, or bring it to thee as food! Ah!
We definitely don't have any.
Forbear and eat!
Uh-oh. Try again.
Take two.
Is it your back?
And eat no more!
Why, we eat none yet.
Nor shalt not, till necessity be served.
Why, what kind should this cock come of? Huh?
Art thou thus boldened by some distress?
I almost died for food. Now let me have it!
Sit and feed and welcome to our table.
Speak you so gently? Oh! Pardon me, sirs, I pray you. For I thought all things were savage here. Therefore I put on a countenance of stern commandment. But whatever you are, if ever you have looked on better days, if ever been where bells have knolled to church, if ever sat at a good man's feast, if ever known what it is to pity or be pitied, let gentleness my stern commandment be, in the which I blush and hide my sword.
Or 'tis true that we have seen better days, and therefore sit you down in gentleness.
But forbear your food a little while longer. For there's an old man who after me hath many a weary step limped in pure love. Till he be first sufficed, I will not touch a bit.
Go find him, and we will nothing waste until your return.
I thank thee, sir.
He's right here.
Thou seest we are not all alone unhappy. This wide and universal theatre presents more woeful pageants than the scene wherein we play.
Oh, all the world's a stage. And all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances. And one man in his time plays many parts, his acts being 7 ages. At first, the infant, mewling and puking in the nurse's arms.
Don't puke on me.
And then the whining schoolboy with his satchel and his shining morning face, creeping like snail unwillingly to school. Then the lover, sighing like furnace with a woeful ballad made to his mistress' eyebrow. Then a soldier, full of strange oaths, bearded like the pard, jealous in honor, sudden and quick to a quarrel, seeking that bubble reputation, even in the cannon's mouth. Then the justice, in fair round belly, with good cape and lined, his eyes severe, his beard in formal cut, full of wise saws and modern instances, and so he plays his part. The sixth act shifts into the lean and slippered pantaloon, with spectacles on nose and a pouch on side, and his youthful hose well saved, no, a mile too wide for his shrunk shank, and his big, manly voice turning again towards childish treble, pipes and whistles in the sound. Last scene of all that ends this strange, eventful history is second childishness and mere oblivion. Sans teeth, sans eyes, sans taste, sans everything.
Welcome! Set down your venerable burthen and let him feed.
Thank you much for him.
So had you need, I scarce can speak to thank thee for myself.
Good old man, thou art right welcome as thy master is. Support him by the arm, lend me your hand, and let me all your fortunes understand.
Hang there, my verse, in witness of my love, that every eye that in this forest looks will see thy virtue witnessed on every tree. Oh, run, Orlando, carve on every tree the fair, the chaste, and unexpressive she.
Yeah. Yeah,
Read it.
From the east to western end, no jewel is like Rosalind. Her worth being mounted on the wind through all the world bears Rosalind. All the pictures fairest lined are but black to Rosalind.
I'll rhyme you so 8 years together. Dinners and suppers and sleeping hours accepted.
Out, fool!
For a taste, if a heart do lack a hind, let him seek out Rosalind. If the cat will after kind, so be sure will
Rosalind!
Rosalind! Winter garments must be lined, so must slender Rosalind. Sweetest nut hath sourest rind, such a nut is Rosalind.
Aww.
He that sweetest rose will find must find love's prick and Rosalind! This is the very false gallop of verses. Why do you infect yourself with them?
Peace, you dull fool! I found them on a tree.
Truly, the tree yields bad fruit.
Heyo!
Here comes my sister reading. Stand aside.
Why should this a desert be? For it is unpeopled? No. Tongues all hang on every tree that civil sayings show. I will... Rosalinda? Right, teaching all that read to know the quintessence of every sprite heaven would in little show. Didst thou hear these verses?
Oh yes, I heard them all and more too.
But didst thou hear without wondering how thy name should be hanged and carved upon these trees? Knowest you who hath done this?
Is it a man?
Yeah.
And a chain that you once wore about his neck. Change you color?
I prithee who?
The wrestler guy.
Oh, wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. The most wonderful, wonderful, and yet again wonderful, and ever again out of all hooping.
I prithee, tell me who it is. Quickly pour this concealed man out of thy mouth as wine comes out an air mouth bottle. Take the cork out of thy mouth that I may drink thy tidings.
So you may put a man in your belly?
Hey-o!
Is he of God's making? What manner of man?
It is young Orlando that tipped the wrestler's heels and your heart bolt in an instant.
Nay, but the devil take mocking. Speak, sad brow and true maid.
I faith, cuz, 'tis he.
Orlando!
Orlando!
Yeah. Last the day! What shall I do with my doublet and hose? What did he when thou sawest him? What said he? How looked he? Where and went he? Did he ask for me? Where remained he? How parted he with thee? And when shalt thou see him again? Answer me in one word!
I would need to borrow Gargantua's mouth first, for it's too great a word for any mouth of mine.
But doth he know that I am in this forest and in man's apparel? Look he as freshly as he did the day he wrestled.
I found him under a tree like a dropped acorn.
It may well be called Jove's tree when it drops forth such fruit.
Give me audience, good madam.
Proceed.
He lay there, stretched along like a wounded knight.
Though it be pity to see such a sight, it well becomes the ground.
Oh, pray hold it to thy tongue. I pray thee, it curvets unseasonably.
He was furnished like a hunter.
Oh, ominous! He comes to kill my heart!
I would sing my song without burden. Thou bringest me out of tune.
Do you not know that I am a woman? When I think, I must speak. Sweet, say on.
Thou bringest me out. Soft. Comes he not here?
'Tis he. Slink by and note him.
Well, I thank you for your company, but good faith, I had as lief have been as alone myself.
As had I. But in good fashion, I thank you for your society.
God be with you. Let's meet as little as we can.
I do hope we remain better strangers.
Oh, I pray you, mar no more trees with writing love songs in their barks.
I pray you, mar no more of my verses with you reading them ill-favoredly.
Rosalind is your love's name?
Just.
I do not like her name.
Oh! Well, there was no thought of pleasing you when she was christened.
What stature is she of?
As high as my heart.
Oh, you are full of pretty answers. The greatest fault you have is that you are in love.
'Tis not a fault that I would trade for your greatest virtue. I am weary of you.
Oh, by my troth, I was seeking for a fool when I found you.
Go ye and look in the river, for he is drowned in it. You might see something in there.
What, then should I see mine own figure? I'll tarry no longer with you. Fare you well, good Signor Love.
I am glad of your departure. Farewell, Monsieur Melancholy.
I will speak to him like a saucy lackey, and under that habit play the knave with him. Do you hear, Forster?
Aye, sir, very well. What's have you?
I pray you, what is the clock?
You should ask me what time of day it is. There is no clock in the forest.
Then there's no true lover in the forest. Else sighing every minute and groaning every hour would detect the lazy foot of time as well as a clock.
What happens to you, pretty youth?
With this shepherdess, my sister, here in the skirts of the forest like fringe on a petticoat.
Your accent, it's something finer than you could purchase in such a dwelling. Are you a native of this place?
I have been told so of many, but indeed, an old religious uncle of mine taught me to speak. One that knew courtship too well, for oft he fell in love. I've heard him read many lectures against it, and I thank God I'm not a woman to be touched with so many giddy offenses as he hath generally taxed their whole sex withal. But there's a young man haunts the forest who abuses our young plants with carving Rosalind in their barks. If I could meet that fancy monger, I'd give him some good counsel.
I am he that is so love-shaken. I pray you, tell me your remedy.
There are none of my uncle's marks upon you. He taught me how to know a man in love, in which cage of rushes I am sure you are not prisoner.
Well, what were his marks?
Lean cheek, which you have not. A blue eye, and sunken, which you have not. Unquestionable spirit, which you have not.
Hey.
And a beard, neglected, which you have not. Then your hose should be ungartered, your bonnet unbanded, your sleeve unbuttoned, your shoe untied, and everything about you demonstrating a careless desolation.
Oh, I wish I could make you believe that I love.
Me believe it? You may soon make her that you love believe it, which I warrant she's apter to do than to confess that she does. But in good sooth, are you he that hangs the verses in the trees wherein Rosalind is so admired?
By the white hand of Rosalind, I am he. That unfortunate he.
But are you so much in love as your rhymes do speak?
Neither rhyme nor reason can express how much.
Love is merely a madness, and I say deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do.
What?
Yet,
Oh.
I profess curing it by counsel.
Well, did you ever cure any so?
Yeah, one, and in this manner. He was to imagine me his love, his mistress, and I would set him every day to woo me, at which time would I, being but a moonish youth, grieve, be effeminate, changeable, longing and liking, proud, fantastical, apish, shallow, inconstant, full of tears, full of smiles, for every passion something, and for no passion truly anything. As boys and women are for the most part cattle of this color, would now like him, now loathe him, then entertain him, then forswear him, then weep for him, then spit at him. And that I drave my tutor from a mad humor of love to a living humor of madness. And thus I cured him. And that way will I take upon me to wash your liver as clean as a sound sheep's heart. There shall not be one spot of love in it.
I would not be cured, youth.
I would cure you, if you would but call me Rosalind and come every day to my cottage and woo me.
By the fair faith of my love, I will. Show me where it is, pretty youth.
Go with me to it, and I'll show it to you. And by the way, you should show me where in the forest you live. Will you go?
With all my heart, pretty youth.
Come, sister, will you go?
Come apace, good Audrey. I will fetch up your goats, Audrey.
Ooh.
And how, Audrey, am I the man yet? Doth my simple feature content you?
Your features, Lord warrant us. What features?
Truly, I would the gods had made thee poetical.
I do not know what poetical is. Is it honest in deed and word? Is it a true thing?
No, truly, for the truest poetry is the most feigning.
Do you wish then that the gods had made me poetical?
I do, truly. For thou swearest to me thou art honest. Now, if thou wert a poet, I might have some hope thou didst feign.
Would you not have me honest?
No, truly, unless thou wert hard favored. For honesty coupled to beauty is to have honey, a sauce to sugar.
Well, I am not fair. Therefore, I pray the gods make me honest.
Truly, and to cast away honesty upon a foul slut were to put good meat into an unclean dish.
I am not a slut, but I thank the gods I am foul.
Whoa. Well, praise be the gods for thy foulness. Sluttishness may come hereafter.
Never talk to me, I will weep.
Do, I pray thee, yet have the grace to consider that tears do not become a man.
But have I not cause to weep?
As good a cause as one would desire, therefore weep.
But why did he swear he would come this morning and comes not?
Nay, certainly there is no truth in him.
Do you think so?
Yes.
Not true in love?
No, when he is in, but I think he is not in.
You have heard him swear downright he was.
Was is not in. And besides, the word of a lover is no better than the oath of a tapster.
But who comes here?
Phoebe, do not scorn me!
Oh, Phoebe.
I would not be thy executioner. I fly thee, for I would not injure thee. Thou sayest there is murder in mine eyes?
Oh, yeah.
'Tis pretty, sure, and very probable.
Oh.
Now, if mine eyes could wound, now let them kill me. No
fit to swoon. Why now fall down? Or if thou canst, lie not. To say mine eyes are murderers. Show me the wound which mine eye hath made in thee. Scratch thee with a pin, and there leaves some scar of it. But mine eyes which do dart at thee hurt thee not.
Sweet Phoebe, if ever you meet in some fresh cheek the power of fancy, then shall you know the wound's invisible that love's keen arrows make.
But till that time come thou not near me. And when that time comes, afflict me with your mocks. Pity me not, as till that time I shall not pity thee.
And why, I pray you? Who might be your mother that you insult, exult, and all at once over the wretched? What, though you have no beauty? Must you be therefore proud and pitiless? Oh, it's my little life. Why, what means this? I think she means to tangle my eyes too. No, faith, proud mistress, hope not after it. 'Tis not your knit brows, your corn silk hair, your bugle eyeballs, nor your cheek of cream that can tame my spirits to your worship. You foolish shepherd, wherefore do you follow her? You are 1,000 times a properer man than she a woman. 'Tis such fools as you that make the world full of ill-favored children. 'Tis not her glass, but you that flatters her. But mistress, know yourself, down on your knees and thank heaven, fasting for a good man's love. For I must tell you, friendly and in your ear, so when you can, you are not for all markets.
Oh, sweet youth, chide a year together. I'd rather hear you chide than this man woo.
He's fallen in love with your foulness, and she'll fall in love with my anger. I pray you, do not fall in love with me. I am falser than thou's maiden wine. And besides, I like you not.
Dead shepherd, now I see thy salve might. Whoever loved that loved not at first sight. No, thou. Wait. No. Sylvius.
Sweet Phoebe.
Sylvius!
Sweet Phoebe! Pity me!
Sweet Sylvius, I pity thee.
Well, wherever sorrow is, relief would be if you do sorrow at my grief and love by giving love, your grief and my sorrow were both exterminated.
Oh. Thou hast, my love, is that not neighborly?
I would have you.
Oh, why, Sylvius, that be covetousness. Oh, Sylvius, the time was that I hated thee, and yet it is not that I bear thee love. But since thou canst talk of love so well, thy company, which was irksome to me, I'll endure. And I'll employ thee too, but seek not for further recompense.
So holy and so perfect is my love, and I in such a poverty of grace.
Knowest thou the youth that spoke to me erewhile?
Not very well. I have met him off. He hath bought the cottage in the fields.
Think not I love him, though I asked for him. 'Tis a peevish youth, yet he speaks well. But what care I for words? Yet words do well when he that speaks them pleases though that hear. 'Tis a pretty youth? Not very pretty. He is not very tall, yet for his years he's tall. His leg is but... his leg is but so-so. Yet 'tis well. There was a pretty redness in his lip, a bit more mingled than the constant tamask that was in his cheek. Oh, Sylvius! There be some women, Sylvius, who if they had marked him in parcels, as I did, would have gone near to fall in love with him. But for my part, I love him not, nor hate him not. But I have more cause to hate him than to love him, for what had he to do to chide at me?
Yeah.
I shall write him a very taunting letter.
Ooh.
And thou shalt bear it.
Okay.
Wilt thou, Sylvius?
Phoebe, with all my heart.
The matter's in my head and in my heart. I'll be bitter and passing short. Sylvius, go with me.
Morning and happiness, pretty Rosalind!
Why, how now, Orlando? Where have you been all this while? You, a lover, and you served me such another trick? Never come on my side more.
Why, I come within an hour of my promise.
Break an hour's promise in love. He that would divide a minute into 1,000 parts and break but a part of the 1,000th part of the minute in the affairs of love, it may be said of him that Cupid hath clapped him on the shoulder.
Pardon me, pretty Rosalind.
Nay, and you be so tardy. Come no more on my side. I may as lief be wooed of a
bear.
Snail.
A snail?
I of a snail. But come, woo me, for now I'm in a holiday humor and like enough to consent. What would you say to me now, and I were your very, very Rosalind?
Well, I would kiss ere I spoke.
Nay, nay. You were better speak first, and when you were gravelled for lack of matter, then you might take occasion to kiss.
But how if the kiss be denied?
Then she puts you to entreaty, and there begins new matter. But am not I your Rosalind?
I find some joy in saying so, for I would be talking of her.
Well, in her person I say, I will not have you.
Well, in mine own person, I die.
No, faith, die by eternity. The poor world is almost 6,000 years old, and in all this time there was not any man died in a love cause. Men have died from time to time, and worms have eaten them, but not for love.
I would not have my right Rosalind of this mind, for I must admit her frown might kill me.
By this hand, it will not kill a fly. But come, now I'll be your Rosalind in a more coming-on disposition. Ask me what you will, I will grant it.
Love me, pretty Rosalind?
Yes, Faith, will I. Fridays and Saturdays and all.
And wilt thou have me?
Aye, and 20 such.
What sayest thou?
Are you not good?
Well, I hope so.
Why then can one desire too much of a good thing? Come, sister, you shall be the priest and marry us. Give me your hands, Orlando. Come, sister.
I pray you, marry us.
I cannot say the words.
You must begin, will you, Orlando?
Go to. Will you, Orlando, have to wed this year Rosalind?
I will.
Aye, but when?
Well, now, as soon as she can marry us.
Then you must say, I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
I take thee, Rosalind, for wife.
Now, tell me how long you'd have her after you've possessed her.
For forever and a day.
Say a day without the ever. Come, Orlando. Men are April when they woo, December when they wed. But maids are May when they are maids, and the sky changes when they are wives.
But will my Rosalind do so?
By my life, she'll do as I do.
Oh, but she is wise.
The wiser the waywarder.
A man who had such a wife might say, wit, whither wilt? And now, pretty Rosalind, for these 2 hours I must leave thee.
Alas, dear love, I cannot lack thee 2 hours.
I have to attend the Duke for dinner, but I will be back by 2 o'clock.
Aye, go your ways, go your ways. I knew what you would prove. My friends told me as such, and I thought no less. That flattering tongue of yours won me. 'Tis but one cast away, and so come death. 2 o'clock is your hour?
Aye, pretty Rosalind.
If you break one jot of your promise, or come 1 minute behind your hour, I will think you the most pathetical break promise, and the most hollow lover, and the most unworthy of her you call Rosalind. Therefore beware my censure, and keep your promise.
With as much religion as if thou wert indeed my Rosalind. So farewell.
You have simply misused our sex in your love crate. We should have your doublet and hose plucked over your head to show the world what a bird hath done to her own nest.
Oh, cuz, my pretty little cuz that thou dost know how many fathom deep I am in love. But it cannot be sounded. My affection hath an unknown bottom like the Bay of Portugal.
Or rather, bottomless. As fast as you pour affection in, it runs out.
I'll tell thee, Aliena, I cannot be out of the sight of Orlando. I'll go find a shadow inside till he comes.
And I'll sleep.
Which is he that killed the deer?
'Twas I, sir.
Have you no song for this purpose, Forrester?
Why, yes, sir.
I'll sing it. Matters not how it be in tune, so it be loud enough.
Oh, what shall he have that killed the deer?
His leather skin and horns to wear.
Then sing him home, oh, then sing him home. Take then a sword to wear the horn.
It was a crest ere thou wast born.
Thy father wore it, and thy father bore it. The horn, the lusty horn, is not a thing to laugh to scorn. Let's go!
How say you now? Is it not past 2 o'clock in here, much Orlando?
Late again?
Oh, look who comes here.
He's really far away, but he's coming. Your eyes are really good.
I know.
My errand, fair youth, is to you. My gentle Phoebe bid me give you this. I know not the contents, but as I guess it bears an angry tenor. Pardon me, but I am as a guiltless messenger.
She says that I'm not fair. She says that I lack manners. She calls me proud, and that she could not love me, where man is rare as Phoenix. That's my will. Her love is not the hare that I do hunt. Why writes she so to me? Well, shepherd, well, this is a letter of your own device.
No! I do protest. It is in her hand. Phoebe did write it.
Come, you are a fool, and turn to the extremity of love. I say she never did invent this letter. This is a man's invention in his hand.
Sure, it is hers.
Will you hear the letter?
So please you. Yeah, for I never heard it yet heard too much of Phoebe's cruelty.
Mark how the tyrant writes. Art thou God to shepherd turned, that a maiden's heart hath burned? Can a woman rail thus?
I'll call you this railing?
Whiles you chid me, I did love. How then might your prayers move? He that brings this love to thee, little knows this love in me.
Call you this chiding?
Alas, poor shepherd.
Do you pity him? No! Yeah. He deserves no pity. Wilt thou love such a woman not to be endured? Well, go your ways to her, for I see love hath made thee a tame snake. And say this to her, that if she does love me, I charge her to love thee. And if she will not, I will never have her unless thou entreat for her. If thou be a true lover, hence, and not a word, for here comes more company.
Good morrow, fair ones. Pray you if you know where in this forest stands a cottage fenced about with olive trees.
West of this place, down at the river bottom. But at this hour the house doth keep itself, there's none within.
If that an eye may profit by a tongue, then should I know you by description. Are not you the owner of the house I did inquire for?
It is no boast being asked to say we are.
Orlando doth commend him to you both. And to that youth he calls his Rosalind, he sends this bloody napkin. Are you he?
I am. What must we understand by this?
Well, some of my shame, if you will know of me. What man I am, and how, and why, and where this handkerchief was stained.
I pray you tell it.
When last the young Orlando parted from you, he left a promise to return again within an hour.
That's true.
Pacing through the forest, chewing the food of sweet and bitter fancy, lo, what befell? He threw his eye aside, and mark, what object did present itself? Under an oak, a rich, ragged man, o'ergrown with hair, lay sleeping on his back. About his neck, a green and gilded snake had wreathed itself. With her head nimble in threats, approached the opening of his mouth, but suddenly, seeing Orlando, it unlinked itself, and with indented glides did slip away into a bush. Under which bush's shade, a lioness! Lay couching, head on ground, with cat-like watch, when that the sleeping man should stir. For 'tis the royal disposition of that animal to prey on nothing that doth seem as dead.
No, Bob Ross, no!
Seen, Orlando did approach the man, and found it was his brother, his elder brother.
Oh, I have heard of him speak of this same brother. He did render him the most unnatural man that lived amongst men.
Yeah.
And well might he so do, for well I know he was most unnatural.
But to Orlando, did he leave him there food for the sucked and hungry lioness?
Twice did he turn his back and purposed so. But kindness, nobler ever than revenge, and nature, stronger than his just occasion, made him give battle with the lion. Who quickly fell before him. In which, hurtling from miserable slumber, I await.
Are you that same brother? Was you he rescued? Was you that so oft contrived to kill him?
'Twas I, but 'tis not I. I do not shame to tell you what I was, since my conversion so sweetly tastes, being the thing I am.
Yeah, all right. But for the bloody napkin.
By and by. In brief, he led me to the gentle Duke, who gave me fresh array and entertainment, and led me instantly unto his cave. There stripped himself, and here upon his arm the lioness had torn some flesh away, which all this while had bled. Now he fainted, and cried in fainting upon Rosalind! I recovered him, and bound up his wound, and after some short space, being strong at heart, he sent me hither, stranger as I am, to tell this story, that you might excuse his broken promise, and to give this napkin, dyed in his blood unto the shepherd youth, that he in sport doth call his Rosalind.
Why, Ganymede, sweet Ganymede!
Many will swoon when they do look on blood.
Oh, there is more to it. Ganymede!
Look, he recovers.
I would I were at home!
I pray they take him by the arm.
Come, youth, you a man. You lack a man's heart.
I do so, I confess it. Sirrah! A body would think this was well counterfeited.
Yeah.
I pray you, tell your brother how well I counterfeited.
This was no counterfeit.
Counterfeit, I assure you.
Well then, take a good heart and counterfeit to be a man.
So I do. But in faith, I should have been a woman by right.
Oh, you look paler and paler. Draw homeward. Will you go with us?
Oh, that I will. Audrey, there is a youth in the forest here, lays claim to you.
I know who it is, and I assure you he has no interest in me in the world. Here comes the man, you mean?
Good evening, Audrey.
But How do you get even, William?
Oh, and good even to you, sir.
Good even. Gentle! Gentle! Friend. How old are you, friend?
5 and 20, sir.
Oh, a ripe age. Wast born in the forest here?
Oh, aye, sir, I thank God.
Thank God. A good answer. Art rich.
Faith, sir, so-so.
So-so is good. Very good. Very excellent good. And yet it is not. It is but so-so. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Art thou wise?
Faith, sir. Aye, sir. I have a pretty wit.
Why? Thou sayest well. I do now remember a saying. The fool doth think he is wise, but the wise man knows himself to be a fool.
Ah.
You do love this maid?
I do.
Give me your hand. Art thou learned?
Nay, sir.
Then learn this of me, you clown. Abandon, which is in the vulgar, leave. The society, which in the boorish is company, of this female, which in the common is
woman,
which together is abandon the society of this female, or clown, thou perishest. Or, to thy better understanding, diest. Or to wit, I kill thee, make thee away, translate thy life into death. I will deal in poison with thee. I will kill thee 150 ways, therefore tremble and depart.
Adieu, good William.
Aww. God save you, merry sir.
Trip, Audrey. Trip, Audrey. I attend! I attend!
Could it be that on such short acquaintance that thou couldst like her? That but by looking thou might love her?
Neither call the giddiness of it into question, the poverty of her, small acquaintance, my sudden wooing, nor her sudden consenting. But say with me, I love Aliena. Oh, and it shall be to your own good, for my father's house and all that was Sir Roland's will I estate upon you, and here live and die a shepherd.
Aww. You have my consent. Let the wedding be tomorrow. And thither will I bring the Duke and all's contented followers. Go you, prepare Aliena. For look, here comes my Rosalind.
God save you, brother.
And you, fair sister.
Wait.
Oh, my dear Orlando, how it grieves me to see thee wear thy heart in a scarf.
It's my arm.
I thought thy heart had been wounded with the claws of a lion.
So it has, but with the eyes of a lady.
Oh.
Did your brother tell you how I counterfeited to swoon when he showed me your handkerchief?
Aye, and of greater wonders than that.
Oh, I know where you are. Nay, 'tis true. Your brother and my sister no sooner met, but they looked. No sooner looked, but they loved. No sooner loved, but they sighed. No sooner sighed, but they asked one another the reason. No sooner knew the reason, but they, sought the remedy.
They will be married tomorrow, and I will bid the Duke to the nuptial. But oh, how bitter it is to look at happiness through another man's eyes.
Why then, tomorrow I cannot serve your turn for Rosalind.
I can live no longer by thinking.
I will weary you then no longer with idle talking. believe you, then, if you will, that I can do strange things. And if you do love Rosalind, so near the heart as your gesture cries it out, when your brother marries Aliena, shall you marry her?
Speak you in sober meanings?
By my life I do. Therefore, put you in your best array, bid your friends, for if you will be married tomorrow, you shall. And to Rosalind, if you will. Look, here comes a lover of mine and a lover of hers.
Yeah. Youth, you have done me a great disservice by showing the letter that I writ to you.
I care not if I have. It is my study to seem despiteful and ungentle to you. You are there followed by a faithful shepherd. Look upon him, love him, he worships you.
Sylvius, tell this youth what 'tis to love.
It is all to be made of sighs and tears, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Sir Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is all to be made of faith and service, and so am I for Phoebe.
And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And I for no woman.
It is all to be made of fantasy, all made of passion, and all made of wishes, all adoration, duty, and observance.
Yeah.
And so am I for Phoebe!
Woo! And I for Ganymede.
And I for Rosalind.
And so am I for no woman.
If this be so, why blame me to love you?
If this be so, I blame you me to love you.
If this be so, why blame you me to love you?
Who do you speak to? Why blame you me to love you?
To her that is not here, or doth not hear.
No more of this, I pray you. 'Tis like the howling of the Irish wolves against the moon. I will help you if I can. I would love you if I could. Tomorrow, meet me all together. I will marry you. If ever I marry a woman, and I'll be married tomorrow, I will satisfy you if ever I satisfied a man, and you shall be married tomorrow. I will content you if what pleases you contents you, and you shall be married tomorrow. As you love Rosalind meet, as you love Phoebe meet, and as I love no woman, I'll meet. Fare you well, I've left you commands.
I'll not fail if I live.
Nor I.
Nor I.
Tomorrow is the joyful day, Audrey. Tomorrow will we be married.
I do desire it with all my heart, and I hope it is no dishonest desire to be a woman of the world.
Come, sit, and a song. A song. A song. It was a lover and his lass with a hey and a ho and a hey honey no, that o'er the green cornfield did pass in the springtime, the only pretty ring time, when birds do sing hey ding a ding ding, sweet lovers love the spring.
Rock it! Rock that too!
Between the acres of the rye, with a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no, these pretty country folks would lie in the springtime, the only pretty ring time, when birds do sing hey ding a ding ding, sweet lovers love the spring. Began that hour with a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no, how that life was but a flower in the springtime, the only pretty ring time, when birds do sing hey ding a ding ding, sweet lovers love the spring. And therefore take the present time with a hey and a ho and a hey nonny no, love is coming with the prime in springtime, the only pretty ring time, when birds do sing hey ding a ding ding, sweet lovers love the spring. When lend your voices. Come, Audrey.
Dost thou believe, Orlando, that the boy can do all this that he hath promised?
Sometimes I do believe. Sometimes I don't. As those that fear, they hope, and those that fear, they know.
Patience once more whilst our compact is urged. You say that if I bring in your Rosalind here, you'll bestow her in Orlando?
That would I, had I kingdoms to go with her.
And you say that you'll have her when I bring her?
That would I, if I were of all kingdoms king.
You say that you'll marry me if I be willing.
So will I, should I die the hour after.
But if you do refuse to marry me, you'll give yourself to this most faithful shepherd.
So is the bargain.
And you say that you'll have me.
Well, though to have her in death were one thing.
From hence I go to make all these doubts even.
I do remember in the shepherd boy some lively touches of my daughter's favor.
My lord, when I first met the boy, I thought he was brother to your daughter. But in truth, this boy, he's forest-born.
There's sure another flood coming, and all these couples are coming to the ark. Here comes another two such creatures that are in all tongues called fools. He hath been a courtier, he swears.
If any man doubt that, let him put me to my purgation. I have trod a measure, I have flattered a lady, I have been politic with my friends, smooth with mine enemy. I have undone 3 tailors, I have had 4 quarrels, and like to have fought 1.
My lord, like you this man.
I like him very much.
Fight.
God ild you, sir. I desire you of the like. I press in here, sir, amongst the country copulatives, sir, to swear and to forswear. A virgin, sir, an ill-favored thing, but mine own, a poor humor of mine. Sir, to take that no man else will.
As good at anything, and yet a fool.
When there is mirth in heaven, and earthly things made even, atone together. Good Duke, receive thy daughter.
To you I give myself, for I am yours. To you I give myself, for I am yours.
If there be truth in sight, you are my daughter.
If there be truth in sight, thou art my Rosalind.
If thy sight and shape be true, why then my love, adieu.
I'll have no father if you be not he. I'll have no husband if you be not he. No, I never wed a woman if you be not she.
Peace ho! I bar confusion. 'Tis I must make conclusion of these most strange events. You and you, no cross shall part.
You and you are heart in heart.
You, to my love, must accord.
Never a lady to be my lord.
You and I are sure together.
As the winter to foul weather.
While a wedlock we sing,
Feed yourselves with questioning.
That question wonder may diminish.
How thus we met, and these things finish. If it be true that a good wine needs no bush, 'tis true that a good play needs no epilogue. Yet, to good wine they do use good bushes, and good plays prove better by the help of good epilogues. What a case am I in then, that am neither a good epilogue, nor cannot insinuate with you on behalf of a good play. I'm not furnished like a beggar, therefore to beg will not become me. My way is to conjure you, and I'll begin with the women. I charge you, O women, for the love you bear to man, to like as much of this play as please you. And I charge you, O men, for the love you bear to women, as I perceive by your simpering none of you hates them, that between you and the women the play may please. If I were a woman, I would kiss as many of you as had beards that pleased me, and complexions that liked me, and breaths that I defied not. And I am sure, for my kind offer, when as many as have good beards, or good breaths, or sweet faces will, for my kind offer, when I make curtsy, bid me farewell. 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's my girl!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are the Grassroots Shakespeare Company. This is our last show. Thank you all so very much. We are a non-profit company, which means these shows would not be possible without, grants like the Orem Care Grant. Shout out to the city of Orem. Thank you very much. These shows also would not be possible without our loving audiences. And if you'd be so kind, you could open your hearts and your pocketbooks. If you could donate anything we can, we would appreciate it more than you know. We take cash, card, gold,
firstborn,
diamond, firstborn, real estate. Yes, land. Give us your land. No, yes, anything you can do would be great. But we appreciate you so much coming out. This is the first production we put on in over a year since this whole, pandemic and everything. So we appreciate you coming and making this possible. So thank you all very much. Oh, one last thing. Is it the 27th? Halloween audition?
September 10th.
Now September 10th, we have auditions for our next show, our Halloween production, Richard III.
And a big thank you to everyone who joined us online!
Thank you! Alrighty, and that was the show, As You Like It!
Oh, you got a hat.
I will play the kazoo until you start
My
giving us money.
grandmother was online!
Wow!
She says, good job, Phoebe. All of them ends well. Were you able to get on Venmo?
And the hat works just right.
I got square.
It
I
was
need Venmo. Thank you. Please do Venmo. Thank you.
I don't really need my phone to drink.
Sure. Hi. Our Venmo is written down somewhere. I know it. Yes, I am grabbing the Venmo for you all right